Afternoon chops. Out and about again. It's Monday. It's about 2:45. Heading somewhere some of you might find interesting. Little bar in the Dublin area, Dublin 12. And yeah, some of you might find this interesting, some of you mightn't. And then we're heading into the city to get some records. Daughter got me a voucher, quite a bloody expensive one, for my birthday, and I've picked out a half a dozen little vinyls, little nuggets that I can't wait to collect. Walk this way. Oi, I believe I have a mini market. Well, there you go. All right, the Black Forge. I'm gonna head in there, have a pint or two, and maybe a bit of grub. This place is owned by Mr. Conor McGregor. Some people love him, some people can't stand him. But I did hear that the grub is really good in here. Let's have a look, lads. Let's have a look. Okay, chaps. Look at the UFC belt over there, yeah. First thing, pint is €7. Not exorbitantly expensive. Believe it or not, I walked in here 152 years ago. First pint I ever served was 54 pence. Old money, old pounds, yeah. The food menu ain't the cheapest, but the food looks the business. I can see it going out there. I'm going to have a little walk around in a few minutes, yeah. Have to admit, chaps, seriously impressed with this bar. And in a sort of weird way, a perverse way, I kind of didn't want to be, but the food looks to be absolutely amazing. I'm very conscious of not videoing people here. The food, I've ordered food, but it hasn't arrived yet, yeah. And a pint of lager was €7. Now bear in mind that up the road in other local pubs it's about $6.60. So this isn't, you know, it ain't over the top expensive, yeah. I don't want to go walking around the bar here because I'm very conscious of, you know, there's 100 people in here and it's not fair on them, yeah. Oh well, Charles Stewart Parnell, I do believe, yeah. So, must admit, seriously impressed. Come here if you're in the area for the, I suppose, to McGregor fans, it's Mecca. But it's a bloody good pub. I haven't eaten yet, although I have sort of chosen what I want. Unfortunately, the kitchen is backed up at the moment. The guy said to me, look, it's going to be half an hour before we can serve you. So I'm happy enough with that. Yeah, just sit here and have a pint, yeah. I'm very, very pleasantly surprised so far. Obviously, I can't comment on the quality of food, but I have heard a few mates. I text a few buddies to say I'm here, and they've said, oh, you know, have some grub. The grub is absolutely amazing. So, so I'm looking at what I want. Yeah, guys, come here. It's just got a real vibe to it. And one thing that I will stress, the bar staff, very, very, very professional and respectful, which I couldn't believe. Good evening, good afternoon, sir. How are you? What would you like, sir? You know, that's nice. For Drimna, it's unusual, but you know, it's appreciated, and it just gives this real upmarket vibe to the place, which I'm really, really, really stoked with and happy with. And yeah, hang on, this chap is looking for me, yeah? All right.
Do you want to grab that table so you can order food?
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm in, yeah. Brilliant, thanks. Little view of the extremely busy kitchen area, yeah. They're flying out the grub here, they're lashing it out by the flipping bucket load here. Have to admit, for a Monday afternoon, this place is rocking. Really busy, yeah. And at these prices, young Mr. McGregor is making a fortune. And you know what? Fair play to him. And speaking of young Mr. McGregor, look what's over there on that chair. I'm guessing that's one of his UFC belts. I can't see it being the real thing because that wouldn't last 5 seconds if it was the real deal. But if it is, even better. Fair play to him. I'm kind of struck with a newfound respect for the guy and his ability to run a bloody tight ship and a good pub. Beer is good, not too expensive. I put a few posts on one of the groups that I'm in, and a few guys said, "Oh, jeez, I'm delighted you're there." The food is meant to be excellent. I'm just about to order, and I'll let you guys know in a couple of minutes. Yeah. All right. Oh, chaps, bloody hell! Look at this. This looks more than kind of good. Flipping impressed, and I didn't want to be, you know, I wanted to slate the place and say, oh, it's crap and blah blah blah. But flipping hell, I'm in here. I'm gonna get stuck in, and I'll let you know in a few minutes how it all was. So far, so good. Didn't like that, chaps. Didn't like it at all. He lied. That was absolutely delicious. Is it the best meal I've ever had? I would say it's up there with the best fish and chips I've ever had. Simple as that. Really, really nice. Yeah. Come here, guys. You will be impressed. You'll be impressed with the hospitality. You'll be impressed with the drinks prices. You'll be impressed with the quality of the food. Some of the food's a little expensive, but if you want good stuff, you have to pay for it. It's that simple, yeah. So, yeah, come here, guys. It's well worth it. So Monday afternoon, there's 100 people in here. That says something, does it not? Anyway, onwards. Chaps, that was the Black Forge, and I hate saying this, but it was absolutely magnificent. Sorry, I don't hate saying it, but I'll tell you something. I didn't want to like it as much as I did, and the reason for that is because I was refused entry here last summer because I was dressed inappropriately. And when I say inappropriately, I was wearing trainers at the time, yeah, and the bouncer said, oh, you're not getting in, you know, so I ended up going somewhere else. And that is probably the wrong reason to not want to like a place. But not only did I like it, I loved it. Food was delicious, inexpensive. The pints were delicious. Maybe 40 cents a pint more than the bar up the road. I don't know, I haven't drunk in the bar up the road, but do you know what? I was impressed, very impressed. To the point that I'll tell you what, a couple of my mates, UK lads, have said, you know what, if while you're in Ireland, might come over for a visit and see you for the weekend or whatever. and I'd definitely be bringing them here. Definitely, without a doubt. It was a very, very pleasant hour and a half, and you know what, I'll do it again. Definitely, highly recommend it, chaps. Highly recommend it. Yeah, come on, let's rock. We're going into town, chaps. I'm in town. I'm in the city centre here. The Badass Cafe. It's there years. This is Temple Bar, the dreaded Temple Bar, the most expensive place on the flippin' planet. Yeah, and I ain't getting sucked in again. Been there, done that, did it last year and got robbed. Gonna sort of head out with diddly music over there, yeah. And it's probably flipping 72 quid a pint in there, so I ain't doing it. But there's a little spot I want to show you. Up this way, yeah. Just one little spot. Keeping on the old rock and roll celebrity team, yeah. Come on with me, have a little look-see, yeah. Funny thing about this place is that 35 years ago, this was a flipping virtual no-go area. People just didn't come here. Unless you were getting the bus home from somewhere else. Purple hair, purple hair. Anyway, listen, whatever you're into. Yeah, nobody came here. And suddenly it was developed into the hippest, funkiest place to be. With the hippest, funkiest prices, yeah. It ain't my cup of tea, and I'm just kind of coming here to show you guys something that that's dear to my heart, yeah. So come on, let's do it, yeah. It's the back of the Clarence Hotel, chaps. Used to be owned by Bono and what's his name, the Corner. Not sure it still is, but that isn't what I wanted to show you. And I can't find it, but bear with me, give me kind of 2 minutes and I'll get there. Not quite the vinyl I was thinking of, but I get the sentiment. Holy smokes. No, I'm thinking sort of music, record albums, yeah. Different kind of vinyl entirely. Chaps. The Long Hall in Georgia Street. A little bit of Phil Lynott history in here too. Back to me, see, I'll tell you in a minute. Guys, very quickly. It's the Georgia Street Arcade. Right now it's 10 to 6 and they're closing in a minute, and it's a real sort of hippie spot, yeah. Record stores, and you expect to get the smell of weed when you walk in here, but you don't. It has become rather upmarket. Used to be a sort of second-hand clothes kind of spot and all that sort of malarkey, but it ain't anymore. This is a real sort of hip part of the city. I just bought myself a rake of vinyl in here. I'll show you later, yeah. This is the business, these kind of places, you know. And Taylor Swift everywhere, look at her. Way the wall, sorry. And that is the thing about Dublin. Years ago, nobody ever came to Dublin. And now, it's a real hip place to be. So all the major artists of the planet all come here. And quite often, they open their tours here. Oh, diddly stuff. And the reason for that is Irish audiences are mental. Mental in their exuberance for the artists now. We don't go beating the crap out of each other at concerts or any of that sort of stuff, as a rule, alright? Irish audiences have a reputation for being magnificent concert goers. And oh my god, yeah, for being wonderful concert goers, very exuberant, very appreciative of stars, and we do go a little bit bananas at gigs. But yeah, this place, and Merry Christmas, chaps, and Happy Hanukkah. But yeah, this is a real, as I say, hip part of the city to visit or to come to, yeah. So do it. If you're in Dublin, come here. It's a 4-minute walk from O'Connell Street. Place is closing, got to get out of here. So I think I'll go back and have a pint. By the way, just give me 1 second and I'll walk back to that little bar, the Long Hall that I was in, and I'll explain to you what it's all about. Alright chaps, the long haul, Georgia Street, yeah. This pub is 732 years old. Phil Lynot's song Old Town, part of it was filmed in here, yeah. The bit of him sitting at the bar. I'll put a little still photo up at the end of this, yeah. And it's just a little bit of, another little bit of Phil Lynott history, a little bit of Dublin history. One of the greatest things about Dublin, especially in the city centre, is the pubs and bars. See that 747.ie thing? That's there, 796 years. I'm going back in for a pint. Come on, let's do it. Guys, I'm back in the long hall here in Georgia Street. I haven't left here since bloody, I don't know, 5 o'clock. Look at the range of whiskies that they have in stock here, yeah. This is this is a real serious whiskey bar, yeah. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, all right. Cheers, mate. Yeah, but I mean, they got sort of Redbreast, they got Crested 10, they got Jameson's, they got Paddy, they got whiskies I've never heard of, yeah. And you know what? I ain't into whiskey. This is some serious stuff. I can see Redbreast up there. I've heard of that. Yeah. Haig. They got oh my god, my goodness. They got whiskies I've never heard of. Yeah. So guys, this is a real sort of go-to place. And look what they got on draft. Only available in iRovers in Thailand, as far as I know. Yeah. They got Teelings, they got a range of Teelings, yeah. So yeah, if you're in town, come here. This is the seat that Phil Lynott sat at in here for the Old Town video, yeah. So, do it guys, do it. Okie dokie chaps, it's about 8 o'clock right now and I am done. I had a great day, I really enjoyed it. Now I'm heading back home. Look at those buildings over there. They're almost kind of Central European looking, like sort of Prague or Frankfurt or something like that, yeah. Anyway, that's me done for, oh hello, the old X5, yeah. X5, sorry, I don't know. What model is it? It's the i8. Sorry, my bad. And what a handsome devil. Look. Oh, let's have a look, let's praise him. That's like, I had a sitting one once. It's like getting into a bath. Anyway, we're done, and I'm not jealous. I'm done for the evening. Good luck, good night chaps, may your God go with you. Don't forget your shovel. Oh, he thinks I'm absolutely adoring him. Come on out with that, come on, with a foot to the floor. Oh, he's waiting. Anyway, good luck chaps, good night, and may your God go with you, and don't forget your shovel, and what else? Most important of all, have a good time all the time. Good night guys.
For the bravest battle and the requiem battle went mournfully and clear. For those who died at Easter time, in the springtime of the year, while the world to gaze with deep amaze, these fearless men but you, who bore the fight, the freedom's light, might shine through the foggy dew. I rode again and my heart with grief was sore. I parted with the gallant.
Thanks a million mate, really appreciate it.
No more. To a throne,
good night now.
My dreams I go, I kneel, I'll pray for you. For slavery fled, right a glorious death, when they fell in the foggy dew.
guys, a little addendum to my little video here. It's about 8:30 and I'm heading back to the ranch, heading back to base. Yeah, I might stop off and have a little glass of wine on the way back. Kind of close to home, about 100 meters from home. I'm just gonna hail a taxi because buses are a pain in the ass to get. Oh, here we go. Lucky me. All right, chaps, good night.